My name is Derek Lee, Bosun's broadcast head. This show is Bosun's newest contribution to our mission of thought leadership in UA&P. Here, we talk about lesser-known concepts the university may sometimes be too shy to talk about in the open. The goal here is to offer new and unorthodox ideas to energize discussion in UA&P. From ideas, issues, cultures, and the occasional politics. We want to dissect what makes UA&P student life different. To do this, we carefully casted people from different backgrounds. 6 unorthodox thought leaders to lead the way. People with expressive personalities, youthful point of views, and a constant outsider's mentality. People whose wisdom transcends the 4 corners of the university. Who are daring enough to question norms and cultures, and are definitely not shy with sharing all of this with others. Welcome to the discussion room that can never be booked. Welcome to Discussion Room 95.
Good day, UA&P. Welcome back to DR95, the discussion room that can never be booked. For today's episode, we are welcomed by your hosts,
Marga,
Cholo.
Sevi.
and I'm Ral. So, how are you guys doing today?
Great, sir.
How's the day been so far?
I'm tired.
pretty tired.
I'm tired, bro.
Well, funny enough, before heading here to speak with you guys, I was catching up with an old blockmate of mine. And it's been a very long time ever since we actually caught up.
How long?
And I realized that... How long has it been? Like 6 months.
Wow.
Oh,
Not
it's
long.
pretty long
Wow.
time.
Pretty long time. And I had this realization that actually subconsciously, like, cut this person off. You guys ever have those moments?
Yeah, for sure.
friends?
I feel.
So yeah, I cut this person off of my life. Like, not officially, but because there was some things this person was doing that I didn't really personally agree with,
Yeah.
you know? Because, you know, we do attract the company that we want to keep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes when friends change, you get this feeling that you don't want to hang with them anymore.
Yeah.
So I realized that even with all that time that passed by, things were still kind of the same, you know? Like, we were still catching up about the old times and all that stuff. But I want to ask you guys one special question. In terms of friends, what categorizes or what actually makes up a real friend? What do you think, Sevi?
Friends. Well, in my opinion, no, it's kind of like a hard thing to talk about because, you know, personally, friends. Wait, you answered, Cholo. I don't know what to
Okay,
say.
like, I kind of want to build up on what Savi said. Like, I think friendship for everyone's different. You know
For
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
For me, like, some of my best friends now, I didn't even think that they would be my best friends. And then it's more of like, we just see each other, like, in the hallway or something. And then, biglang titinginan lang kami. And then, hey, bro, basta. And then, I don't know, like, little did I know that would be a start of, like, a good friendship. So, there's things like that. Yeah.
What do you think, Marga? What makes a real friend? Like a real friend?
What makes a real friend? I guess it'll take time to develop a real friend. Like on the get go, like the person you just met you can't really just say they're a real friend.
Oh, yeah.
So
for
it's
sure,
like,
for sure.
I think it's like it's a process, I guess, in a sense, to be able to say that this person is a real friend and it's someone, I guess, who, you know, accepts you for who you are and is there for you, even if, like, you guys don't have to be the same, but maybe you have the same values.
Yeah.
You share something in common, you know.
Because I think this is a very important...
Okay, I remember
Topic.
what I want to
No.
say now.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
so
on.
like in my opinion,
Fire
like
away.
to add with Marga's,
Yeah.
it's a process. Because me personally, like, I can't just be friends with someone right away on a snap. Nah, like we'll get introduced and
Sure.
oh, we're friends now. Like, my friends who are the people who I'm friends with until now. These are the people I was with for a long period of time. So let's
Yeah.
say my teammates, my classmates in high school, my friends in college, and these are people that, you know, like, I'm really close to. I can't just call someone my friend who, you know, I just, you know, like, just see around.
Like,
and
it's not really substantial.
Yeah.
It's
And-
acquaintance.
yeah, and then to add to that, like, I think the main thing that makes a person your friend is memories. You know,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah, for
you
sure.
really-
That's
yeah,
like your
time
moments.
you spend,
Like your
having
moments.
foundation.
shared moments of
Yeah, because like you
experiences.
can have a moment
Yeah.
and suddenly your friendship level goes up.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
I feel
Yeah.
it.
You feel me?
I feel.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
do think this is an important question to pose, and for people to understand, because in this day and age of social media and people just adding anyone left and right,
Yeah.
whether they've
Met
whether
them
or
or
not
not.
they've met them or
yeah.
not, you know,
Yeah.
it's really
Not
important
me.
to understand
Me.
what
Me.
people think is the real definition of a real friend. So for you guys, it's time, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
agree
more of
with
like
that.
the foundation of.
Time and maybe like values, like
Values.
like shared values.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Like-
but I
Common interest.
I'm a firm believer that the longevity of a friendship like can easily be taken, like can easily be defeated by like someone that's just someone that you just really vibe with. You know what I mean? I mean, I have some friends that I've been friends with for a long time, but there are people that I've met like this year long, and they're like some of my closest friends already.
You know what also plays a factor? Like how much time you spend with that person, or like
Oh, yeah,
how
for
long,
sure.
like the amount, like your proximity, like how often you see this person.
yeah.
If you live near each other, that's
Yeah.
a factor too.
Yeah.
Like what you said, like you only see your friend. The people you see now are mostly
You're
what
like are more
yeah,
close
yeah,
than
are more
your
close
longtime
to you
friends.
than your longtime
Yeah,
friends. But
for
then
sure.
that's because you barely see your old friends. Yeah, but are they still your friends?
Yeah, yeah.
They're still
yeah,
your
of
friends.
course,
Sure.
of course. diba?
Yeah. It's-
Speaking, yeah. So, speaking of old friends, another thing that pops into my mind is, do you guys have that group of college friends and high school friends?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Of
yeah.
course.
Definitely.
I think like high school friendship is something that's close to inseparable. I mean, I guess yeah, it's so applicable in this day and age that now we have like Messenger, so it's easily like it
To
can
connect.
yeah, you can be in touch with people like easily.
Bro, you're not in college.
I'm in college. Dude, I'm a freshman.
JC.
What do you mean?
I thought you were grade 12.
Oh my god, bro.
Are you 365?
He's not.
I'm like technically 36YP, but I shifted to a 4-year course.
So you're 26YP.
No, I'm like 06YP, bro.
He's first year again.
Ah.
Anyways, going back
Oh
to
my
the
god,
topic.
bro.
So we were talking about
College
college,
and
and
high school friends,
Well,
right?
well, in me, I barely see my high school friends right now. It's because all of them, they go to school in one school, away from UA&P, and me being in Pasig. They're all in Quezon City, and then me being Pasig, it's really far, and plus I condo in Pasig, so I'm barely in Quezon City in my real
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
I'm barely there. So like sometimes, and even like right now I have classes on Saturdays. So I go home back to Quezon City on Saturday nights. So it's like I barely have time to hang out with them also,
Yeah.
since I'm always here in Pasig and
But it's like, like we barely see our high school friends as often, but it's like for some reason, you just know that they're there.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that,
definitely.
I think that's a factor of what makes a real friend.
Yeah.
Like despite not, it's like a low maintenance friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like despite not seeing each other as often, but because you shared so many moments in the past and you kind of like catch up once in a while, and you've seen each other like grow, it's like, you can still call that person genuinely one of your closest friends.
Yeah,
And
for
you
sure.
can definitely, that they're just going to be there.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
it's also easy to just ask them up or hang out with them, because I'm sure we've all had that one hangout place where
Oh, yeah.
a hangout
go-to?
yeah, you can just go
Definitely,
to, and
definitely, I feel.
if you guys are going there, then you can just be like, okay, let's hang out there, I mean, it's really easy also.
For me, like personally speaking, it's kind of a weird thing for me, because I've only been here in the Philippines for about a year and a few months.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
I
Welcome back.
went here to study in UA&P, right?
Where were you from?
Represent.
I was
originally?
from United Arab Emirates,
Oh,
so
okay.
way back in the Middle
UAE.
East,
Abu
4,000 miles
Dhabi.
away. Yeah, Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
So some of my high school
Shawarma.
friends are still studying there. Some of them still live there, and some of them are also here. But the high school friends that I have here, I barely get to spend some time with them. I'm always just around college friends, and as per the understanding I built up recently, I don't really like comparing like college and high school friends, but I do see some distinctions in between them. Like, I don't know if you guys would agree with this, but whenever I meet my high school friends, it's always about nostalgia, memories, like you guys
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always that warm feeling. It's really like family.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of my college friends naman, iba yung bond namin. It's very different kasi these are the people who I've like really spent a lot of time with
Yeah,
in
because you
terms
see
of
them
doing
like every
hard stuff.
day. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like
it's like
ACADS.
that's also another thing. Like, your life right now, like your college friends know what's going on. Like, like you share kind of the same world right now in
Yeah.
that sense, as opposed to like your high school friends. Like they don't know what's going on in UA&P. Like they have their own
Exactly.
worlds
Yeah.
too. So that's why it's like in that sense, like when you like college friends, I guess, or sorry, college friends, you know, they there's it's also very like the friends you make in college, like there's a lot of substance in the sense because you're a lot more mature.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're thinking more about like future, I guess. Like you're going through all the heavy college stuff together, you're growing together,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're transitioning together. So that's also like a huge factor of what makes college friends like also really solid compared to like high school friends.
I think that's like one of the reasons. Well, I don't know. It's kind of different from what you said, but it's kind of why I treasure my high school friends also, because they've kind of been there for the less serious parts of my life. Like, I mean, I'd consider high school being that time when you can just like mess around.
Whoa.
For sure.
Oh,
for sure.
So
I
I
agree
mean,
with that.
that's kind of like
Wow.
the foundation of so many of my high school friends now. I mean, that's why
Actually,
it's so inseparable
yeah,
for me.
because you go through a lot of firsts in high school.
Exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
together.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yung high school talaga is, besides nostalgia, reminds me a lot of my adolescence talaga. And when it comes to college, it's more of like you're embarking upon that young adult life.
Mhm.
Together. But also having some good times.
For
of
sure,
course.
dude.
Yeah.
Good times, good
Good
times.
Yeah.
times. Friends make it a whole lot easier, thinking about all this pressure that we get in college in terms of
Yeah.
ACADS and all that stuff. Having the good type of the good type of people around you makes that process a whole lot better. But I have a question, another question. Do you guys find it a bit sad whenever you think about, I don't know, how different it is and how, I don't know, I guess iba yung dynamics here with your college friends and pagdating sa high school friends nyo, it's just a bit more easygoing. Does that make you sad in a way?
No.
I mean,
No, I think it just makes you cherish both differently
Yeah.
also.
yeah.
In that sense. Like just appreciate, I guess, the people around you. Like don't take it for granted,
Yeah.
The way I
Especially
see
your
it-
friends.
the
Like,
way
no
I see it,
matter-
It's like two different circles long. I mean,
Mm.
there's really no reason to compare them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, because in high school, I had like two different circles also.
Someone's
Even
famous.
in college, like you
Yeah.
have more
Ooh.
than one group
I'm
of
famous.
circles
Yeah,
also,
for
like,
sure.
But then in college, I had like one solid group of friends. Yeah. Shout out to Six Sigma. Six Sigma.
Rep
What
the
about
hoodie,
plus-
bro.
what about the
Represent.
plus
Sigma, bro.
ones?
Woo!
What about the honorary
Oh, Marga also and some
and
other
Isa?
people.
Yeah.
Can I join too, please, guys?
But then yeah, I like well my college friends and high school friends, like I'd say that they're both equally loved by me.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
I love them both
For sure.
equally.
Of course, even
Yeah.
if you don't see one or the other as often.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
I guess it's
for
just
sure.
really the vibe
And
that
you
differs.
really, like with your college friends, you really notice you missing them as you go up through the years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know if about you, Seb. Like for example, like first year, second year, like we saw each other so many times. Like when you're first year and second year, like because you see a lot your college friends from different blocks also. A lot.
Uh-huh.
But as you go through, you start being more with your majors
Yes.
people, and you all have different schedules. So that's when you really realize, like, hey, I miss this person. Like, hey, I miss that person.
Yeah, like in
And
first
Yeah, and first year, like okay, we had like the CAF X. Like you go to
Uh-huh.
the before, like you go to the old CAF. Everyone's there, but now it's
Yeah.
like you go to USC and where did everyone go?
Wait, so this
Yeah.
is
That's
this is
when
back
you-
in the old
Yeah,
campus.
okay, here.
Solo and I don't know about that.
When I was
Yeah.
in first
I was
year,
here.
when
I
I
was
was
here
in
for that,
first year
bro.
and second year, I had friends. Their names were Zach, Yui, David, Mick, and Migo,
Shout
Migo,
out, Migo.
Migo.
and Yui.
Yeah, amigo.
So we'd always like be together. Whenever we're on a break, we just go to the library. That was our first hangout spot. And then suddenly, after that, our next hangout spot would be in front of school. Just chilling.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know
And then
what you
after
mean.
that, the other hangout spot is in Zach's
Zach's
condo.
condo.
Yeah.
CHQ.
So we would always be there. And then I think around like third year, that's when we started like not
True.
getting to see each other because there was so many
Yeah.
stuff happening, like the majors and classes and different schedules. And right now it's kind of sad because I barely even see
Yeah,
them.
that's another thing. Regardless if you're succeeding in it or at least you're trying, what do you guys suggest to people who are having a lot of problems with time constraints and wanting to keep that balance of having friends around?
You know, one of
It's
my
sad.
suggestion is just reaching out.
It's
Like
sad,
just
bro.
message that person. Like, like that's one of my solutions. Like always like trying to
Agree.
like arrange something once in a while. Like
100%.
those, and cherish those moments because they get really rare as you
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
older, especially when you graduate. Like, I mean, I haven't graduated yet, but I've heard so many people, when they graduate, it's so different.
Yeah, like,
because
they don't make
everyone's
contact
working,
na, yeah.
people are actually living in different areas now.
Mhm.
So like, for your first 2 years, like cherish how much time you see them and spend with them. Because as you go up, like, you really will notice like it's starting to change.
Yeah.
And when that happens, like, just like message them, like shoot them a message and say, "Hey, I miss you. Let's catch up soon."
Yeah, you know,
communication.
Because
Yeah.
like if there's always time,
Yeah.
even if it's just an hour.
That's what's funny. Like when I was like second year, first year, we'd always have lunch together, always have dinner together. And then now that we're fourth year, we have to plan our
Yeah, we have to
dinners.
plan
We have to
it.
plan it. You can't just be, oh yeah, bro, let's have dinner. No, it's like, okay, here, this day, this time, we're having dinner.
Oh my
All of
God,
us.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that makes me so sad knowing I'm like first year and I've
Yeah, and
experienced
sometimes
that,
it's
bro.
even really hard to plan a dinner because
Yeah, because someone's always bound to not go because they're busy or something. But then that those rare moments, you just really cherish it even
Yeah.
more. And that's when you can really say like who are your real friends.
Yeah.
That who you can distinguish. Like
we're
the
real
ones
G's.
that even though you're all busy,
Real
you
G's
still
move in
make time
silence.
for each other. The ones who are still reaching out and checking up on you once in a while. Yeah.
When we were tackling about what you guys categorize as the right qualities you look for in a real friend, you're talking about how you really look for that same kind of virtues and values
Yeah.
in the person you want to be friends with, right? And when you're talking about how sometimes you just meet people that you vibe with.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that there's a difference with how men and women make friends? Is there a very, very big distinction? Because I feel like
Oh.
me speaking for myself, I feel it na parang mas madali makipag-vibe and makipag-close when you're a guy. You find like so many small stuff to,
Oh
to
yeah,
talk about.
dude, for sure.
And
Nah, dude.
Not naman na I'm being sexist here or something, pero I feel like sometimes girls look for more depth into the friendship.
I don't know.
I would
agree
think
with
so. Because like based on my friends that are girls, if two girls meet and they like make up, they're automatically friends.
I think it also
Like, if they
depends
meet-
on the
also,
person.
If they meet at a party,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my god, blah blah blah. Oh my god, I love you. Oh my god, we're friends." I've noticed that like so many times.
I think
Yeah.
I think it really just also depends on the person's personality. Like maybe they're more of an open book. Maybe they're more of like, like they're easier to talk to and to pick off I think for guys and girls.
Yeah, that's another thing. Introverts and extroverts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guys are more like,
But
"Yo, bro,
they're
what's
like,
up, bro?" Yeah.
They're introverts that are also really good at making friends.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because okay, what I learned in psychology once is that sometimes introverts and extroverts don't really mean that introverts are not good at socializing. When you're an introvert, it just means that parang you're more of a thinker.
Yeah.
Then-
And you prefer.
Yeah, like
That-
you get
yeah.
more energy when like you need to have like your alone time because that's when you get your energy. But extroverts get energy from other people. Like that's like the kind of extroverts are more like talk, while
Yeah.
introverts are more think, reflect.
Yeah. And so
But it
introverts
doesn't really like affect your social skills. I
are
guess?
independent.
What?
No.
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Because we don't need other people to get our energy.
It really differs from
I
person to
wouldn't say
person.
that, yeah.
Like, I'm just really enjoying this conversation right now because friendship isn't that type of topic na you can really put it on paper technically bare and bones, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? From person to person it really differs
Oh
in
yeah.
terms of your views, your opinions. It's influenced by the culture you grew up in,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, but so
Or
far
like-
this has been very interesting, guys. And I never knew some of those things you guys said.
Yeah.
For
You don't
sure.
look like it.
I'm just processing it. See, we were talking about introverts earlier and how, they tend to internalize things on their own, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing that right now.
Yeah, that's what he's just internalizing.
Yeah,
Okay.
internalizing it.
Sevy's a hater, bro.
Nah,
Sevy's a hater,
I'm not a
dog.
hater. I'm not a hater.
Yeah, like even that's a good point though. Like cultures
Yeah.
affect, like for example, when I studied abroad before in Vancouver, like like I wouldn't have thought that like how do I say this? Like
What?
Sam,
No. Tell us.
like I found myself like choosing my friends, like in the sense, like for example, like I preferred being around like Latin Americans
What?
or Filipinos compared to like a white person.
What's wrong with being white?
Or like a Canadian, or I don't. There's nothing wrong with being white, but like a Canadian, like someone who is like pure Canadian through and through. Because I guess like culture and like interest do play
Yeah,
a
I guess
role there.
you're looking for someone that's hindi naman of the same kind pero thinks the same way. And you really find that in those places where multiculturalism thrives.
Dude, honestly, like I want to touch
Canadians
on
are
that
cool, so just
culture part. Because like entering UA&P, I thought that someone told me that there are like a lot of provincial students.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that kind of overwhelmed me because I thought there would be some certain barrier like between
Whoa,
me and
bro.
like someone from the province. But I mean, first time I went like to UA&P, my first friend is from the province, so I didn't even know that. So yeah, I think it just goes back to finding really the people that you vibe with.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I
I've like that's also one thing. Like, it's funny how we're all Filipino, but each province has its own like distinct uniqueness.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that's what's cool about meeting people from around the Philippines.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah.
still kind of share the same values. and
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Makes you feel blessed.
Agree.
We're in this place of as some would call it, a melting pot of cultures. Helps you learn all these other
Oh my
kinds of stuff,
Wow. Going deep.
Melting.
Yeah, like shout out to Ethan Gabalda. I learned a lot of stuff about the
Prince
province
of
from that guy.
Iloilo.
But now we go on to something I guess a little bit more serious. I was having this conversation earlier with Marga, and she told me that she's never cut off any friends from her
Mhm.
life, and that's understandable. But we can't deny it. Na all of us really go through that phase. Na we just drift away from other people. So I want to ask you
Yeah.
guys, when do you think is the time, the proper time, or what are the certain qualities or what needs to happen before you need to tell yourself that you need to either drift away from a person or just cut that person straight out of your life? What's like some red flags for you guys?
I think sometimes also we cut off people unintentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 'cause distance and whatnot. But
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure there are experiences of people that have cut off like
Well, yeah.
a friend talaga intentionally.
Well,
I think
for
Savi knows
me-
about that.
No, for me, it's like I drift away from my friends unintentionally. It's not
Yeah.
because I want to, but it's because like of the circumstances I'm in. Like
Mhm.
let's say, yeah, like I said a while ago, I'm in Pasig, and all my high school friends are in Quezon City, and also my childhood friends are in Quezon City. But then, it's not really cut off, or like I'm not friends with them anymore. I'm still friends with them. Actually, we're still good friends, and whenever they still invite me to these events or things, the hangouts, I try my best to show up and just be there, because like you also have this feeling in you that you gotta show up, because not because you owe it to them, but
Yeah.
because you want to as a friend, and because you miss them, and because you miss hanging out with them.
Aw.
And it's still nice
yeah.
how
Wholesome.
despite them knowing that you might not show up, they still invite you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's how also that this These
I-
are people that want you in their life and
I've-
effort on both parts.
I've like
you know.
flaked on so many Barkada hangouts, but shout out to my Barkadas for still inviting me.
Me too. Me
The
too.
real ones,
Shout
the
out.
real G's.
How about yung actually like yung cut off talaga? As in, it's not a temporary kind of thing. It's like, you know, you just say, I thought this person was cool, but not anymore. Has that happened to you? You guys?
I think
Not in
you know how people say that people are always a work in progress, and
Yeah.
that basically means that we're all growing. I mean, not physically, but you know. Okay.
Well, for you.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, walk myself
Psych,
right
psych,
into that
psych.
one. No, but when, cause like we're always growing, and when we've come across some people, we don't know it yet, but sometimes they can be like slowing down our growth. Like they're just bad for us in general.
negative energy.
Yeah,
That's
for
what you
sure.
call like energy vampires. Like they just suck. You know.
That's why y'all always have vibe check, bro. Like
Vibe-
is this-
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
vibe
Vibe
check.
check.
Do I vibe with this dude or not, bro?
Vibe check.
You know
Yeah.
the security thing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So you do that to all your friends.
Check these
Vibe
vibes.
check.
Vibe check. Sorry.
No, but like there are really those people that they're just too toxic for you, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you
for
might
sure.
you might not know it, but you're walking yourself right into like something bad. Like people could be a bad influence, but they kind of just disguise it as not being that. So I think once you recognize that, it's more of like respect for the other person and like respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Let's stop wasting each other's time and
For sure.
Ooh.
Just, you
So
know,
break up.
go straight to
Yeah,
the point.
yeah.
Break up
Go
kayo.
straight to the point. Nah, people are different, and it's your choice if you want to keep a person in your life.
yes, sir.
And if you don't want to, I guess you can always find a polite or respectable way to do
Yeah.
that.
For sure.
Yeah. Or just slowly, just distance yourself.
You like,
Yeah, just think of it as a
Like,
breakup.
Yeah.
But then, yeah.
So yeah, I feel like when people when we subconsciously or not, cut people out of our lives, it's usually because of circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
like external factors, or because they're just not helping us
Yes, sir.
grow or become better people, or they're just kind of stuck inside themselves, and you just
Mhm.
don't need that negative energy.
Yeah.
I think cutting off friends is mostly with girls.
get a load of this guy.
Where'd that come from, bro?
No, it's like if you think about it, guys are more like, "What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Okay, cool, bro." But then if it's like girls, you're like, "I hate you."
I feel like
Right, Marga?
Nah,
an
bruh.
instance for like me, I guess, if I have or had cut off someone, it was like the ex of my best friend, because
understandable.
respect.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why. So I guess in that sense, but I've never like intentionally been like,
Ooh.
I hate you, get out of my life.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but not for me. Yeah,
I never mind.
maybe some people.
Yeah, some people like
some people.
I know, you know.
Hasty generalization.
But then it's not my story to tell.
Ooh, man's just throwing shade. Man's just throwing shade.
yeah,
Shade
so
game.
I
What
guess
shade?
so. Someone who's had that experience of like
Yes.
intentionally cutting someone off because
I'm not sure if it's intentionally, but then
How'd they do it?
how it's not my story to tell.
I
Respectable.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Off the record.
But then, yeah. Well, I guess in my opinion, regarding cutting off friends, right now I don't have plans on cutting off any friends. I don't like cutting
Oh.
off friends. But then,
Are we
I
friends?
guess for me, like now that I'm much more mature than I was in high school, I tend to choose my friends more. I be selective of my friends, not if like they're cool or not, or if they're whatever. It's more of like
They're
if
tall
they
or
have
not.
the same values as me, same morals,
Yeah, and
same interests.
also as you get older, like I learned this also in psychology. Like as you get older, like you don't have that much energy to give to so many people.
Yes, exactly.
Like you can only give so much, and you're going through a lot in life as well, like work or majors, eventually like family, children. So you start
Keep your circle
choosing,
small.
and you see like who really sticks out
Mhm.
till the end. Yeah.
Keep your circle small.
Yeah,
Facts.
like
Yeah.
there's a saying
Snakes in
like
the
choose your
grass.
friends. Like there is a say. I don't know about you guys. Like I've heard that saying. Like you should choose
Which one?
your friends. Like choose your friends.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
I guess in a way, I guess in a way that
But I
manifests.
feel like you don't intentionally choose them. It's just more of like if you vibe with them.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Vibe check.
What are the levels of friendship? Levels of friendship.
Do you think like they're different levels of
Yeah,
friendship?
I'm
Dude,
asking you
yeah. I
guys.
mean, I
That's a
have
good
people
question.
that like I just talk to on a regular basis, but then I
Yeah.
have like my real friends who like
Yeah,
I
like,
tell them my problems, my secrets, things like that.
you have like your best friends and you have your close friends.
Yeah,
You have, like
dude.
your friends and normal friends.
That's another thing that's
And you have
super
chill
friends.
hard to
Chill
qualify.
friends.
But like levels of friends of friendship is like it differs from person to person. Like I have these I know these people around the university na. I don't think we're really close, but we're in
You
a
can
way
talk to
I can
them.
call them
Acquaintances,
yeah,
yeah,
an
you
acquaintance.
can
small talk,
Like,
you
parang-
know, it's not awkward.
Exactly.
I feel like there's like a pyramid if you think
Yeah.
about it.
For sure.
Like at the bottom, it's like acquaintances, and that's a huge pool.
Yeah.
And then it's like
That's where you can find the sud
Friends.
dudes.
Yeah.
The nod.
Peace,
The,
bro.
what's up, bro?
Sorry.
What's up?
Yeah. And then the other
then
or
you have
probably
like
the one on
your-
the top is the one where you
like your real friends. I think it's
Yeah.
a smaller.
You stop them in the
percentage.
hallway.
Yeah.
talk with them. So guys, what's friendship? It's just what is friendship?
That's what we've been trying to
One word.
get to.
Friendship.
One word? Okay.
For me, making
Did you say bacon?
One word.
oh, not one word, but then like one
Phrase.
Make it like a sentence, bro.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
one
A
sentence.
sentence.
Well, for me, friendship, friends are people you can always run back to when you need help, and this bond between you guys is more or less, I guess, like unbreakable. Because no matter how long you've been away from that person, or no matter how long you've not seen that person, talked to that person, you can always go back to them and you can always catch up. And it's really easy to catch up, and you can always talk to them about anything under the sun, anything you want to talk about. Even, you can even, like, you also share these special memories that leveled up your friendship as well, or leveled up your bond.
For sure.
So that's what
That was
friendship.
more than one sentence, but thanks.
Yeah.
So, but that was good.
that
I
was
mean,
an
like you
essay.
can already like it just goes to show like how special friends are in everyone's life. Like how they make life so much easier and so much, you can't do everything on your own. Like just from Savi's, like you can really see like the passion and love that he has for his own friends, Yeah.
What about you, Cholo?
Friendship for me is one of those things that it's for people that would tell you the truth rather than sugarcoating things, or people that would be there for you regardless of what type of person you become. They're always going to be guiding you and things like that. So maybe in like one word, friendship for me is something that's unconditional. Like,
Oh, I like that.
Unconditional.
Yeah, that is
For sure.
good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
unconditional.
stay
Yeah.
true to my belief na real friends are family, and
real friend.
family
That's true.
is
How
love.
many of us?
Family is Ohana. Yes,
Ohana
it
means
is.
family, for sure.
Friends are family.
So, I hope you were able to strike some, people who have been thinking about that one friend who they haven't spoken to for a very long time.
Yeah.
If you're that person waiting for a sign to go reach out to that old high school buddy of yours,
that you've
like,
been missing. And
Do it.
thinking
should,
Do it,
about.
you
y'all. You got nothing
He's
to
probably
lose.
waiting for you too. You never
Yeah,
know.
like,
He's
ask
like,
him out, man.
yeah, just ask him out.
Yeah.
friendship takes effort.
Do it, bro.
Do it, bro.
On
Ask
both
him on a
sides.
date.
Just do it.
Or ask him or her on a date.
I don't think that's friendship anymore.
We're just promoting friendship.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, friendship also, and going back to that, like friendship takes effort also on both
Mhm.
sides.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's a two-way thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a two-way thing.
course.
Two-way street, baby.
Yeah.
So if they don't want to do their part,
Then that just goes to show they're not true friends.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do your part, they do theirs. Everything is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. We're all on the same page here.
For sure.
Yes, yes.
For sure.
yes.
You know it.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, guys, for listening. And family is love. Family is
Friends are
commitment.
family. and
Friends are
family
families.
is love.
Yes,
There.
yes.
So yeah,
Alright.
so that's what makes a true friend.
Yeah. See you guys in the
Unconditional.
next episode.
Season 2, baby.
So thanks for watching and see you next time.
Thank you, thank you.
This is DR95 out.